Vegas this weekend. What's the latest with you, Ronnie?
Mike Lee brings me here. We're fighting Friday night ESPN, so we fight at the Hard Rock.
Got you. Erislandy Lara coming off a tremendous victory over Hearns. How inspired were you from his performance?
We knew that Lara's a really good fighter.
Yeah.
And he caught Hearns early. That's boxing. You catch a guy, catch him early. That's what he was supposed to do. We didn't want him to sit back and try to get Hearns in the kind of confidence or whatever.
Yeah.
So we jumped on him, and it worked out to our benefit.
Some people look at Erislandy Lara as kind of a high-risk, low-reward type of guy. Do you feel it's going to be kind of hard for you guys to get those big fights that you really want?
Well, sooner or later, they're going to have to fight.
Okay.
What Lara has to just keep doing, and our team has to keep doing, is keep him prepared. Keep him training hard. Whenever he fight, keep him to impress.
Yeah.
And sooner or later, they're going to have to fight him. So we're not going to sit back and worry about what people think or what people say. We just do what we have to do, and that's to keep winning and looking impressive.
Now, Lara, he would love a fight with Saul Alvarez, who's coming off a May 5th victory over Shane Mosley. What are your thoughts on Alvarez's victory over Mosley last month?
I thought Alvarez did pretty good. Shane. Although Shane is probably at the end, he was at the end of his career.
Yeah.
Still Shane is a very smart fighter. He's a hard fighter to knock out.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see Alvarez tried to get him, but Shane was just still a little bit, he knew how to roll away from punches. He caught some punches, but Alvarez couldn't hit him with 2-3 shots in a row. So he got away from that, and he went the distance. But Alvarez is a really good young fighter.
What does Erislandy Lara bring to the table that gives you confidence in a possible fight with Saul Alvarez?
Erislandy brings everything to the table. He brings boxing skills. He brings, he brings power to the fight also. People don't think this kid can punch, but he can.
Gotcha.
He's an awkward southpaw, but he's a guy that's very smart. And, he has a good amateur background. And, he is one of the best fighters in the world.
Erislandy Lara, he even mentioned before the Hearns fight, he said, listen, I'm willing to go to 160. If I can't get fights at 154, I'll go to 160, fight Sergio Martinez. Is that something that's in your back of your mind, maybe?
Absolutely. But when you move up in weight and you get to the elite level where Erislandy is right now,
yeah,
I think, you want to go for the champion.
Yeah.
You don't have to build yourself at 160. He built himself at 154. Nobody won't fight him down there. So if we go to 160, we got to be straight for the title.
Sergio Martinez's last two fights, Darren Barker, Matthew Macklin, didn't really look extraordinary, but he did come on late, pull out the victory. What are your thoughts on him as a fighter, and do you feel at 37 he's starting to maybe wear down just a bit?
Well, I don't think he's wearing down at all.
Okay.
He have a late start in boxing, so he's fairly young to the professional ranks.
Yeah.
But at the same time, look, Sergio Martinez is one of the best fighters in the world.
Yeah.
You can't take that away from him. And also, he's a guy, he hold his power all the way throughout. So if you think he's losing power at the end, you got it all wrong. Because you got to be prepared for him for the whole 12.
We're here this weekend. Everybody's anticipating Manny Pacquiao against Timothy Bradley, June 9th, MGM Grand. What are your thoughts on that fight?
Well, I like Bradley. I think Bradley is a young guy, strong guy. He brings a lot to the table. And people can underestimate him if they want to, but look, this kid haven't been world champion for nothing.
Gotcha.
You don't just get a fight like this without having to beat somebody.
Really?
And the kid is a really good fighter. And, sometimes, I just think that certain things happen and you can see it and just tell that this might be this guy's time.
Is it the fact that maybe Pacquiao might be slowing down? Maybe his heart's not in it? I mean, Bradley says Pacquiao's not hungry anymore. What do you say to that?
Well, I don't know. I'm not in the gym with Pacquiao every day, so I don't know how he's training. I don't know. But, look, Pacquiao is one of the best fighters in the world today. But, everybody's reign comes to an end.
Really?
But whether it's this time or the next time, watching him in the last fight with Marquez, you can see he slowed down a little bit.
Yeah.
Watching him with Margarito, you can see he slowed down a little bit. But look, he's still one of the best fighters in the world, and you can't take him lightly. And I don't think Bradley did.
You think maybe some people are sleeping on Bradley just a little bit?
A lot of people are sleeping on him.
Yeah.
A lot of people. But, and that's how you catch people.
Gotcha.
I think excuse me. I think when you get to this level, if you sleep on somebody, you might get bit.
Okay. And another fight, used to train Guillermo Rigondeaux. He fights Tion Kennedy this weekend. What's your thoughts on just the kind of talent that Guillermo Rigondeaux is?
Guillermo is one of the best fighters in the world, period.
Okay. Gotcha.
He has all the talent in the world, and he can punch.
Gotcha.
So this kid, it's going to be hard to beat Guillermo. And I don't see many guys from 18 to 30 beating this kid.
Now, Rigondeaux, I spoke to Bob Arum. He said if Jorge Arce wins, as he fights this weekend, and Donaire wins July 7th against Jeffrey Mathabula, he said he's going to make that fight because that's the fight people want. Do you feel that's just because Arum realizes the danger of a Rigondeaux against Donaire?
Absolutely. But look, I think the best fighters have to start fighting the best fighters. Simple as that.
All right.
We can't start, going around in circles with these guys. In the old days, the best fought the best.
Yeah.
Today, it's not happening. But I think sooner or later, in order to save this sport, we have to, the promoters and the fighters got to start demanding that they fight the best fighters.
All right. Ronnie Shields, respected trainer. Thanks a lot, Ronnie. Good.